Go live. I am now live. It says 3 viewers, but I can never tell if that's true or not. Almost forgot about the music. I almost forgot how to do a Saturday stream. Where do I normally put? Oh, whatever. I'll figure that out later. Can anyone tell me what kind of a world we live in where a man dressed up as a bat distracts Dina from posting about her upcoming stream on Twitter? This franchise needs an enema. Hi, Special Iron. Sorry, my eye itches. Turn that back up a little. Trying to wait a minute to see if anybody else shows up, but I could still pop out the chat though. I'd almost forgotten you were doing the hair last time. It looks good. Yeah, thank you. I think it's looking pretty good. I don't know. Is it maybe too high on top? I don't know. I'm just trying to kill a few minutes until people start showing up. Says it's public, so I didn't accidentally stream in unlisted mode again. Hi, George. Oh, Abadox. That took me a second. I'm trying to decide if his hair is a little too high. I feel like maybe it is. Oh, that's good. Oh, whoops. I have ignore back facing on. That's not what I want. That looks kind of weird from the side. I don't know if I want that. Do. Someone try to assassinate them. Which reminds me of an old Crichton line. We could go to Dallas, November 1963, stand on a grassy knoll and shout, "Duck!" Yeah, it was pretty funny. Still not sure about how that hair looks from the front. Hi, Reluctant Warrior. Oh well, I'm gonna bring up the old render of him so I can just kind of compare a little bit. Oh, yeah. His hair looks a lot flatter. Of course, I mean, he doesn't have to look exactly the way he did there. Now let me move this over here. How did he look from the side, though? Jeez, yeah, I think that does look better. Shit, well, I gotta go back and change it again. Yeah, I like that twist that Kennedy ended up assassinating himself. I liked that episode, actually. That's not the one that Special Iron was referencing, but yeah, Tika to Ride. I like that one. I think of an old Far Side where a group of ducks are quacking. One shouts, "Chicken!" They all crouch to avoid it, and the cartoonist admits to difficulties coming up with material. Oh, I get it. Oh. I like the one that was just called Cow Tools, and it's just people kept trying to figure out what the tools were supposed to be to like figure out what the hell the punchline was. And apparently it was just like, I don't know, I just thought the cows would have weird looking tools. It looks slightly more flat topped and the parting is more pronounced. Yeah. Which I don't know that it needs to be that pronounced, but I do feel like I need to lower the top of his head. Oh, this is gonna take a while. Oh yeah, the part could be lowered too. Yeah, I think I like this a little better, and I'll make the part a little more pronounced too, like we were talking about. What is that sticking up? Ah, of course. Do 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 do. Now I need to make everything else fit with what I just did. Does that look better though? I don't know. Oh, I just can't decide what to do with this guy. Now it looks better in the front, I think, but I'm not sure if it looks better from the side. do something kind of random here. I don't know if this is going to work, but I just feel like the upper part of his head's a little too wide. Actually, maybe I could do that with just the hair. Maybe if I just messed with the hair. What the fuck? Control. There we go. Well, that clearly doesn't look good. Hmm. I'm just messing around here. I'm not necessarily thinking anything I'm gonna do here is gonna stick. I just, Nope, that just does not work. Nah. Could it be his hairline? Maybe his hairline needs to go in, at least like from the front view. I don't know if anything I'm doing here is making sense. I'm just... I feel like maybe that looks better? I'm not sure. I'll have to look at it from different angles to make sure I didn't fuck anything up, but... I like Crichton's double take when he realizes they are actually standing in the Texas Book Depository. That was great. Hi, Flash. I wondered when you would show up. Oh, what did you miss in last night's stream? Basically, I got to I got into the Centennial building, and I got, I don't know, partway through that area. The bottom right image looks the best at the moment, if that helps. Okay. Yeah, I see that. Also, this bit of hair sticking out looks weird. Okay, I'm gonna have to, like I said, I'll have to look at this from different angles, see if I fucked anything up, but... Hi, Spooky Quest. This is, 3D Studio Max. Actually, it's 3D Studio Max 2016. Kind of an old version. Crichton with a hairstyle. Hi, Ash. Hi, Reluctant Warrior. I think it says your first comment. I forgot how easily you can be screwed over in the NES port of Life Force. You can literally die seconds after respawning. Oh, God. Did that not happen in the arcade version? I don't... God, it's been ages since I played that. Hear from a new fanfic that I just discovered where I've officially seen everything. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, but with the Paw Patrol cast. Oh, that's too funny. I don't think I ever played the NES version of Life Force. I did have Gradius on it, though. Yeah, same. I never actually played the NES version either. I had Abadox, so I didn't even realize there was an NES port of Life Force. Otherwise, I probably would have been playing that. Always thought Crichton had a subtle hairstyle in kinda, I guess, yeah. Or at least something to suggest it, yeah. At this rate, it feels like you're never going to be happy with how he looks. I probably won't, honestly. Hi, Hershey. Gradius will always kick my ass, but I'm able to get much further in those games. Probably have the easiest time in Gradius 3 compared to Life Force. Never played Gradius, I pretty much only played Life Force. I don't play very many space shooters. As Bob Ross once said, if you're satisfied with your art, you'll never want to improve it. That's true. The wireframe of the face looks like he's wearing a sombrero. Oh, you mean yeah, that's the top view. It does look like that. Yeah, there you go. We'll leave it in wireframe. It does look kind of funny there. Yeah, Life Force is a tougher game than Gradius. Interesting. So I just played an old save file from Dementium, the Ward, and found out why I stopped playing it. I have almost zero ammo and very low health with monsters attacking me. I think I quit playing, can't believe I forgot the name of the game. Shit. I can think of a game where I stopped playing for the exact same reason. Actually, that's probably also the same reason I stopped playing Homecoming. Oh well, if I ever remember what game I was thinking of, I'll mention it. Dead Space! Dead Space. That was why I quit Dead Space, because I was in a similar situation. Unrelated to stream, but my youngest sister is going for her driver's license next week. To help psych her up, I'm taking her out for a drive later. That's cool. Jeez, I put off driving for so long. Properly learning how to drive for so long. I was at least in my 20s. Let's see, I know I still lived with my mom. I lived with my mom until I was in like my late 20s, I think. Something like that was probably when I learned how to drive. And then I stopped driving when we moved to Memphis because I didn't know that area and I was afraid to drive there. And then a long time after we came back here, I started driving again, and then I had my accident and I haven't driven since then. That's one of the main differences between Life Force and Gradius. Life Force is instant respawn, whereas Gradius puts you back a little. You can't recollect the lost options as a result. That fanfic is actually quite good. It's not just Temple of Doom with Paw Patrol characters, it's being its own thing. That's cool. I mean, I'm not judging. I probably read My Little Pony fanfiction that was similar. I mean, that actually that description vaguely makes me think of Silent Ponyville. Also, I just realized that I dropped my obligatory Paw Patrol comment without even realizing it. I gotta mention Paw Patrol every single stream. I never got past the hotel in Homecoming. I was roughly halfway through. I think I was like... Where is it? In the sewers? Or I don't know, it's underground, maybe in the sewers. I can't remember what the area was, but like, yeah, it was definitely underground. And I got stuck there. I never quite got out. Apparently, like, right after that is where the Siam enemies first show up. So I never had to deal with them. Passed my driver's test on my 3rd try. I passed my, what do you call it, road test on the first try. I think it took me 2 tries to pass the written test. I have been as well. I need to get on getting my license. Well, at least I'm not alone. I always feel a little bit bad about that, that I keep stopping driving. I just don't like to drive. I was kind of raised that way. My dad used to never let my mom drive anywhere except like the grocery store. I think the last time I abandoned was the PS3 version of Splatterhouse just because of the wonky controls and crappy loading. That's too bad. I always thought that game looked good, but I never got around to playing it. Are you able to use cars after the accident? Oh yeah, I'm able to now. Probably not. I'm sure it took a while for my ankle to feel good enough that I could, but yeah, I definitely can now. So sadly, I have no excuse. There was definitely some trauma for a while, but I believe I'm over that at this point. I know for a while I kept like having nightmares about being in car crashes, and anytime I was watching a movie or a TV show where somebody was in a car crash, it would just like make me super uncomfortable. I wouldn't quite call it a trigger, but yeah, it was unpleasant. I really hated the Child's Play remake because that had a car crash and somebody getting their ankles broken, so really, as if that movie wasn't bad enough already, it had to trigger me. I remember when I was younger, I was learning to drive with my dad and someone hit us from behind at a junction. Oh, wobbled my confidence for quite a while. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, especially when you're first driving, it's really hard to get past that. I now have an image of one of those cute Paw Patrol characters having its heart ripped out and being lowered into a lava pit. Is it just me that thinks that Leon Kennedy is better with Claire than Ada? Oh, definitely. Because Ada screws with Leon every chance she gets, yeah. I mean, I don't know if he has to be paired up with Claire, but if you're gonna pair him up with someone, she would definitely be a better choice than Ada. I was wondering if you've been driving since your accident. Yeah, I keep putting it off. I figure once I get a job and there's somewhere that I need to drive, then I'll learn. Screw it all, also put the obligatory Sonic Movie 2 comment here. Yeah, you read my mind there. I've been driving on and off, mostly off, since I was 16. Through to when I finally got my license at 35. Combination of low funds, no car, and nobody wanting me to use theirs. Ah. I bet the hero from Homecoming is related to Chris Redfield because of the army man thing. At least I passed first time in my own and owned my car outright. Saving money helped, yeah. Yeah, well, I was driving my mom's car, old car, all the way up until the accident when it got totaled. That car was really old. It was, I think, 92. I had no problem with the theory test. I studied the books for a long time and didn't get a single question about stopping distances. Yeah, I think I got, like, the first time I took it, I got, like, one more wrong than was allowed for me to pass. So, like, I think you were able to take it again almost immediately, but you had to wait, like, half an hour or something like that, so, or maybe an hour, I forget. So I think my mom took me to a restaurant or something, and we just went right back to the DMV once enough time had passed, and I took it again and I passed it, so... It's a shame the difficulty gets so cheap, as I've come to have something of a soft spot for Homecoming. Yeah, I agree. The fact that it themes itself after the movies helps to separate it from Silent Hill 1 through 3. Yeah, well, I'm not crazy about the fact that it feels like it's in the same universe as the movie, but generally I did think the story was really interesting. Why is everyone talking about Paw Patrol? Because Flash is into it and he brought it up. My dad very much ticks all those boxes of the angry British driver stereotype. I don't know if I know what the angry British driver stereotype is. I know angry driver stereotypes in general, but I don't know what sets British drivers apart. Yeah, my wife's a nervous driver. She was in a bad car accident when she was a child. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Dina in the DMV is a bad idea, actually. We've seen Dina mad, but pissed Dina would be scary. Will Leon and Claire do flirt a fair amount in the remake. It's quite cringy, though. I thought it was kind of cute, but yeah. Yeah, they do flirt a little. When I played Resident Evil 2 Remake, I actually yelled kiss already at the screen when they flirted. Ah. It's interesting how this guy's hair was so much fuller when I first made it. It just keeps getting smaller and smaller. Not Hershey if that gate wasn't between them. Okay, that's being picky. I don't even need to do that. Do 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 do. I think I need to make another. So yeah, this guy looks like he has a flat top or something, but actually it's like his hair's parted here and then it kind of falls in this direction and I'm going to have some hairs coming down. But I think I need to refine that a little bit, add another line going around that way. The angry driver stereotype, but with British insults and sayings. Oh, okay. You could fit a bus through there. I'm just glad I don't meet the Aussie driver stereotype of changing lanes without indicating rolling stops only and always going 10 to 20 above the speed limit. Apparently California drivers have a bad reputation because when someone is at an intersection and they don't stop all the way before, say, turning right or whatever, they call that a California stop. Oh, it doesn't need to go all the way. It doesn't need to go that far. It just mostly just needs to be in the front, I think. So maybe like... What am I looking for? Divide? That's being weird. Okay, that's not... Is it the wrong thing? What am I actually looking for? Oh, cut! There we go. Jeez, it's been so long I had to relearn 3D Studio Max. And it's still being weird. What the fuck? Do I need to, like... Okay, okay, well, I can fix that. I see what I did now. First of all, let me make sure. Uh-huh, that's 2 vertices. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Two vertices. Okay, so my plan with these is to just kind of... Probably a little more detail than I really need to add, but... You know, I never did actually, look at this thing from all angles to make sure it's looking better. Or that it looks okay, rather. Oh, that looks weird. What happened there? Oh, I guess it's fine, just the shading looks weird for some reason. I'm not sure why that's happening, but... I think that was a good idea. I don't know if I need to do it with this piece or not. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I'll get caught up on the chat, I guess. I don't care for the Silent Hill movies myself. Loved some aspects of the first, but just never seemed to know what it wanted to be, while the second snuffed out any hope of the series returning to glory. Yeah. Put it this way, Dina. In Britain, anyone driving faster than you is an idiot. Anyone driving slower shouldn't be driving, regardless of what your speed may be at the time. Oh, okay. Well, Leon is kind of an idiot in love and a bit of a doormat for Ada. Yeah, he definitely is. It's kind of sad to watch, really. What amazes me, how many people in this country don't use their indicators. You know, that small lever that's just under the steering wheel by your hand. Yeah. I've got to put a Stetson on him. That'd probably make it easier. At least Leon seemed to realize he was used by the end of the second game, yeah. Then Ada shows up in Resident Evil 4 and the cycle threatens to start all over again. Did the music just stop? Oh, okay, it's switching tracks. I wasn't fully paying attention. I thought it sounded like it randomly stopped in the middle of a track. Anybody remember in Resident Evil 5... Wesker in The Mercenaries yelling, "You will give me an egg," when requesting one? What? I definitely didn't play that one. I didn't get very far in Resident Evil 4, so I didn't play any of the ones after that. TV tropes. Dina has a very strong disdain for the Silent Hill films. While understandable for the second, the first has a rather decent following, and she has butted heads with various people over this stance. I don't remember seeing that on TV tropes, but yeah, it sounds right. think the first movie has as much of a following as it used to. Seems like people have come to their senses a little bit. Although, I think people did start to like it a little bit more after seeing the second one and realizing the first one isn't so bad. So I don't know. She showed up in 6 as well. Why is it always when you're playing Leon? Playing as Leon. Now I wonder what color his hair is going to be. It's black. Is the Resident Evil 4 remake looking good or bad? I have no idea. I know they've talked about it, but I don't recall if there's been any screenshots or anything. A VR version of the original Resident Evil 4. That's interesting. The main Paw Patrol fanfic is Marshall gone missing, a rewrite of an episode where Marshall runs away. I can see dark but also dirty blonde for some reason. That's interesting. I hope the remake keeps the corniness of the original game and does not go all serious. Yeah, they tend to do that with those remakes. I think it's just a shadow under his hair. Yeah, I know what part you're talking about. Sometimes it's hard to tell if it's just a weird shadow or if there's like an extra vertex, or it can be anything sometimes. It went from Marshall running away from hearing the others insulting the villain of a show they were watching and thinking it was about him to them actually snapping at him in anger in the fallout. Okay. Want to know how bad I am with women? When I was 15, a girl I was flirting with me and I did not notice until I got home. I've had that happen. Gender's reversed, obviously. Not talking about red and black hedgehogs. It almost looks like he stuck it up with hair gel. I wonder if it's still a little too high then. Yeah, I wonder if it... Yeah, now I'm starting to think maybe it's a little too high. I don't know if that's what you were trying to say, but that's the impression I got after looking at it again. So maybe move that down a bit. Now see, here's how the original... I actually only have... It looks like it looks like I didn't have any hair coming down originally, and then I added some later. Because there's only one shot of him. Whoops. Wait a minute, maybe I just need to scroll up. Nope, there's only one shot of him with some bangs. Or a little... No, there's a couple, actually. But yeah, here's the... So yeah, here's how the original looked. Although I seem to have them coming down from the base. Or actually I have them coming down from the base and the top. So that actually kind of works. So yeah, in case you wondered what I was going for. I just haven't added those bangs yet. Whoa, okay. Oh, that was a... Whoops. Okay, never mind. That was a video. I thought that was an image when I clicked on it. Oh yeah, this is an early version of the Prowl test. Yeah, I really do have only one picture of him with bangs. That's interesting. Because, yeah, here's how he looked originally, and then it changed to that. So I just added... Oh, it's letting me open both at once. That's kind of cool. So, like, yeah, I went back and added these bangs, which does look a lot better. He looked a little too severe like that. Just gonna keep that out as a reference. Ada walks up to him and declares herself to be FBI. Leon believes the story. and doesn't question it until Annette calls him out on it. Look up Wesker, you will give me an egg and you will laugh. What, like on YouTube? I normally don't like to do stuff like this in the middle of a stream, but you have me curious. Yep, it auto-completed, so... It's 2 minutes long. When does he say it? Oh, that's 20 seconds. There we go. Apparently it was a meme. I've never heard of this meme until now.
Give me an egg.
Use this.
What? It's an item in the game? I'm so confused. Okay, so that wasn't Wesker. Damn it. Okay, that's... I can't find it. Is that it?
Essentially, it's, you will give me an...
Oh, well, someone talking about it, I guess. Whatever.
Essentially, it's, you will give me an egg. I require an egg. I'm like, really? Really? He's like, yeah, really? I'm like, no. And then I finally, when I played that game, I'm like, oh, there's eggs.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it's an item, whatever. I'm confused a little bit. I've only seen the first Silent Hill movie once. I have no desire to watch it again. Yeah, that's a reasonable reaction. TV Tropes also lists you as adorkable. Yeah, I remember that one. Dina gets hit with this due to her extreme love of most of the films she analyzes. I've only seen clips of the first Silent Hill movie, nice aesthetics and little else. Yeah, that's that movie in a nutshell. This is basically a chat stream. I'm not doing very much modeling so far. Silent Hill Homecoming triggered Dina the minute Pyramid Head showed up. I try not to use the word trigger as a joke because it is a serious thing. It's been kind of bastardized due to memes and stuff. Even when Ada's walking around in a red cocktail dress, Leon believes she's FBI. I know her outfits got really ridiculous. Like, at least in Resident Evil 2, like, at least she was wearing, like, leggings under it. So it was, you know, at least functional, even if it looked a little dressy. But, like, she straight up just wears evening dresses later on in the series. And it's like, what is even up with this character? Looking at your original versions, that guy's already seen some shit. His eyes are a little big. I'm trying to avoid that this time, but I don't know. I always end up giving my characters big eyes, even when I try not to. Always amuses me how Fringe is called Bangs in America. Oh, yeah. Where did Bangs come from? You know what? I don't know. I just always heard them called that. And to me, Fringe is like... The term I've heard for fringe is like when you shave off everything but the bangs. That's called fringe. Like when you like a person's almost bald but they've got just a little bit of hair. That's called a fringe here, I think. So that's interesting. The one with bangs also looks like he has a charcoal powder on his face, fresh from a fight, perhaps with a very enthusiastic face. Does he? Where'd the image go? Did I close it? Apparently I turned off the music at some point. I don't even remember doing that. I guess when I was playing the video. There he is. Oh, I think that's just some weird shading. Assuming you mean that. Do 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 do. You can pick up chicken eggs in Resident Evil 4. They restore your health, especially the gold ones. Oh, that's weird. I wonder why they didn't just stick with the herbs. The herbs make a little more sense to me. I like that in Earthbound, if you get an egg and don't eat it, it hatches into a chicken. That's interesting. It's barely better than the Anderson Resident Evil films. I mean, at least those are fun, though. Like, at least they're good, mindless entertainment. The Silent Hill movies are just kind of depressing. Well, the first one's depressing, the second one is unintentionally hilarious. When you find out about a meme and don't get it. Yeah, that was pretty much it. And in Resident Evil 6, he wore a much more tactical top and pants. Your TV Tropes page also has a section on the trivia page talking about you and Lee's schedule slip. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, you're talking about Ada, okay. You changed it to she, and I was like, she? Oh yeah, and yeah, I remember we were talking about Ada. Yeah, and she wears the dresses in Resident Evil 4 in a way designed to reveal the top of her thigh in cutscenes. Yeah! Ada's kind of ridiculous looking, really. Hey, I know Dina, given the Seymour from Final Fantasy X hairstyle. Oh god, what did that look like again? I vaguely remember it. Oh fuck. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, his head looks like an anchor. Where's a good image of him so I can show anyone who doesn't remember it? There we go, there's a good one because there's no background or anything. Yeah, and for anyone who, for anyone who doesn't remember, this is what Seymour looks like. And I didn't mean to bring that whole thing over here. How did that happen? Whoops, yeah, that was supposed to be on my other monitor and I fucked up. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'll fix it later. Or Seymour from Little Shop of Horrors. Also TV Tropes. So bad it's good. Her feelings toward a number of films, especially the Hellraiser franchise. That's not quite true. I mean, the only... I can't think of any Hellraiser films that I think are so bad they're good. Maybe I'm forgetting. Okay, Hershey, thanks for stopping by. Oh, here's our bot for the evening. Oh, the herbs are still in it, apart from the blue ones, and it also has a yellow herb which increases your max health. Oh, that's cool. Then why did they include eggs, though? You can just get eggs sometimes because you're walking through farms. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. It's like when you sometimes get food in games and it replenishes your health. Okay, I guess it's that kind of... You can even pick up fish if you shoot them. Yeah, okay. Alright, yeah, okay, it makes sense. All of a sudden I'm just quoting TV Tropes at you. Pretty much. How can you forget Seymour's hairstyle? There's never been another one like it. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I remember that it was weird, I just didn't remember exactly what it looked like. The kind of hairstyle that would elicit a "stop, you're trying too hard" from Sephiroth. Feed me Seymour. Spoonie went on for nearly 5 minutes about Seymour's hair. I can believe it. Be gone, bot. Maybe Hellraiser 4 counts as so bad it's good, or 3. Oh, yeah. No, Hellraiser wasn't so bad. I mean, Hellworld wasn't so bad. It's good. It just pissed me off. But yeah, actually, Hellraiser 3 maybe got that reaction from me. I like the idea of Leon restoring his health by just chowing down on that huge fish raw that he picked up out of a pond. That is pretty weird. Tomb Raider: The Angel of Darkness has chocolate bars, but with some of the places you find them in, I wouldn't recommend that Laura eat them. This town is full of monsters. How can you sit there and eat chocolate? Oh, that looks wonky. Although, does it look wonky from the front though? Oh, well, that's not the vertex I thought I had selected. Okay, that's enough of that song. Title screen music from Alien Crush wasn't meant to go on for 5 whole minutes. What did I just do? There we go. Oh. I don't see anything that looks bad. I think it's looking all right. Still think the shape of his face is a little weird, but I don't know. Can I make his chin a little wider? I feel like I tried that at some point and it didn't work. I do kind of like that, actually. His chin doesn't look as strong from the side as I thought it did back when I was first modeling it, so, Yeah, his chin looks kind of tiny. But I don't know if there's really anything I can do about that. I mean, I can try to... And if I do that, I'd also have to move that up. Does that look good? Maybe it does. I'm not sure. Actually looks like he has a little bit of an overbite. Maybe not. Am I hearing kids outside or is it Soul? No, Soul's in here. It must be the kids outside. Oops. I just noticed some things I need to fix on the chin. Because, yeah, changing the shape of the chin kind of messed some other things up, too. Maybe I like that back where it was. Oops. Okay. Sewer, for example. A town full of monsters, but there's chocolate. I know what I'm getting. What real-life drink do you headcanon a Silent Hill health drink is? Oh, good question. Well, I know it's not an energy drink because I remember Origins had energy drinks as a separate thing. Good question. I'm honestly not sure. I'm trying to think of a real life, like, example of what I would consider a health drink, and I can't really think of anything. I was watching Lee's recent Streets of Rage video yesterday. It amuses me that you can still find freshly cooked joints of beef or roast chickens in dustbins and oil cans. Yeah, video games are fun like that. I like how in Castlevania games you'll like break a hole in the wall and like a fucking roast will come out. This is before you unlock the secret boss of Silent Hill 2, the Pizza Monster. Pizza the Hut. Further to Flash's question, which Silent Hill character do you think would most enjoy Jolt Cola? I guess Travis, because he's the one that likes energy drinks. The chocolate bars in Tomb Raider aren't even that useful either. They only restore 10% of your health, so you basically use them to give yourself full health if you only need a bit. That's annoying. Speaking of food bars and caffeine, BRB, I need some. Oh, does he look like Rimmer? Not quite what I was going for. You considered giving him a Gaston cleft in his chin. Oh, yeah. Maybe I'll mess with that when I do the texturing. Change one little thing, and now all the vertices are all out of whack. I wonder if it's the same kids who knocked on your door a few weeks ago asking if you had any trash. Who knows? There's actually quite a few kids in my area, which I'm not crazy about, but whatever. It is what it is. Odie was in a funny noises mood earlier. I swear that dog would be a comedian if he were human. It sounds like you named him after the right character. V-Jolt isotonic. Water is a health drink. Yeah. Banang? I don't know what that is. Oh god, here's another bot. Bots are out in force tonight. They can't seem to take a hint. Yeah. I don't think he looks like Rimmer. Nostrils aren't flared enough. I still think the Rimmer song is one of the funniest moments in Red Dwarf. Yeah. Hi, Craig. OD. Dina method, change one little thing, then find something new that you don't like. Well, that's what happens, because, you know, when you change one thing, it affects the other vertices are affected. Not sure how I feel about these two vertices. I feel like they could be pushed forward a little bit. I think I haven't messed with the smoothing groups in a while. I should probably do that. Let's just select the whole thing. Wait, let me make sure I actually did select the whole thing. Oh, ignore back facing. Okay, well, in that case, let's just do it that way. Yeah, that looks funky. His hair needs to be a different smoothing group. So do his clothes, actually. That's 4 o'clock already. I feel like maybe I did this at some point. I think maybe I remember. This feels familiar. But maybe not. Now his clothes are bright red. Oops. The song also wasn't meant to go for 5 minutes. That one either. There we go. Now his hair is bright red. Oh, whoops. Except for that bit. Actually, let me... Not thrilled with how I did the mesh on the backs of the ears. It's a little confusing. Normally it doesn't matter, but... that can also be 2. Always looks terrible when I render it. I don't know what that's all about. Whatever. In-game graphics tend to look a lot closer to the how it looks in the viewport than when you render it anyway, so try not to worry about that too much. I'm pretty good, Craig. How are you? May not be chocolate, but I'm having a vanilla cashew oatmeal bar. Goes well with coffee. That sounds good. Special Iron always remembers all the dumb jokes from previous streams. I can't remember how that... somebody must have misspelled it. Yeah, somebody misspelled his name, and we were calling him Craggy for a bit. I was thinking of Garfield when I named him, and now that he's grown up, I can tell you that it fits into a T. Yeah. Sounds like it. Now he looks a little sunburned. The face looks like young Kate Mulgrew? What? I remember when Odie wasn't John's dog, but his friends, and said friend constantly beat him. What? During the more mean-spirited era of Garfield? Deep Garfield lore. Red hair, definitely Kate Mulgrew. In Odie's mind, he's a husky. He thinks he's... oh, you mean your dog, Odie. He thinks he's big and intimidating, and he'll howl and talk to you. In reality, he's a pug border terrier cross and the world's biggest fusspot, and he's so cute, it's okay. It's like... I had a funny thought the other day that I think is true. It's like little dogs think they're big dogs, and big dogs think they're little dogs. I never thought that Lieutenant Nuzzle would be a ginger. Red hair, vacant expression, you must be a Weasley. It'll be some kind of setting in your rendering. My sister and brother-in-law have a Vizsla named Bruno, who is both a 14-year-old puppy and guard dog. He gets along best with my toddler's nephew. I'll have to look that up, Vizsla. I don't think I know what that kind of dog looks like. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen this kind of dog before. I just didn't know they were called that, I guess. There's what a Google search brought up, so yeah. And as far as exploring strange new worlds goes, you don't get much stranger than the one he's about to explore. That's true. I do have an odd memory for strange things. Yeah. That's good, Craig. To seek out new life and new civilizations. Well, new life anyway. Oh, you were the one who misspelled Craig as Craggy. It was Flash's fault. That's okay, Craig. Everybody has other things to do. What are you doing? Quit being a butt. Tara's making cute little noises to get my attention. He's about to find new life, alright. Yeah, my cat just can't care enough to appear cute. Oh, all cats are cute by default. to me. Yeah, the smallest dogs are always the loudest. Eddie Izzard calls them small yappy type dogs. Yeah, I've heard that kind of thing before. Golden Retrievers are the biggest offenders of having no sense of how big they are. P.S. They're pronounced Vishla. Oh, okay. Yeah, I said Vizsla because that's how it's spelled to me. Those big white ears. You could hear her, huh? I'm not surprised. The mic seems to always pick her up, no matter how quiet she seems. Okay, I clicked on the screen and the lighting changed. That was weird in the viewport anyway. So I've got to be about done with this, right? I wonder if his mouth should be open wider. That'd probably make it a little easier to do the teeth and stuff. Animate his mouth later on. Time to look at the original again. Looks like I made his lips a different smoothing group than the rest of his face. That's interesting. Oh yeah, I forgot about the bangs. I need to add those too. I'm gonna do that first. What does the side view look like on... his mouth is open a little bit more. It'd probably be a good idea. I don't have to do anything major here, just kind of... That's probably enough. We're up to the echo music. I almost didn't even notice. Odie's got my mum wrapped around his little paws. She just can't say no to puppy eyes. Yeah, that's kind of me with Tara. Although I do sometimes yell at her to shut up if she's really getting on my nerves. His hair looks more subtle now, probably because it's been rounded at the edges. Yeah. Yeah, I think all that obsessing over the shape of his hair paid off. This is bugging me, though. Yeah, these two vertexes are just poking out just a tiny bit. There, that's better. Sorry about the yawning. Wow. I don't know why I'm tired all of a sudden. Okay, so time to make the bangs. Let me go ahead and look at my original again. Again, it doesn't have to be exactly like the original, but since I generally like how the original looked, it's a good... It's kind of good to use it as a... Oh, that's shaped a little weird. Kind of good to use it as a guide, even if I don't make it look exactly like it. Oh. I haven't looked at him from this angle too much. Yeah, that's kind of how I wanted it. Maybe have that. Because I don't want his hair to... I want his hair to be fairly neat, but I also want it to be just enough... Not messed up per se, but just enough, I don't know, imperfect to make it look a little bit interesting, if that makes sense. Okay, now is where do I want to add the little piece coming down from the top? I guess from here. I don't know why I'm afraid to do this. It's not like it'll be that hard to fix if I mess it up. Well, that's casting a really weird shadow. Oh, okay. That was... Didn't realize that was so far away from his face. Should almost follow the... Should almost follow the rest of his hair, like it should look like it's just slightly out of place. I hope I can make this look right. Well, for one thing, I can make that. There we go. Let's actually move that one over too. Well, not quite. We're getting there. There is method to my madness. Bum, ba, bum, 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 ba, bum, bum. Do, do, do. Bum, 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 ba, bum, bum. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. In fact, I could also... There we go. Now it looks a little more... Looks a little more natural now, I think. Oops, it's kind of hard getting this. I get it so it looks perfect from one angle, and then another angle it looks totally out of whack. Oh. Okay, I'm hitting the wrong thing. Shift. Yeah, there we go. Do, 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 do. I think I can make this piece of hair a little thicker. Not too much clipping here. There we go. There we go. That's about what I wanted, I think. Maybe poke that out a little more. How does that look, you guys? I think that looks pretty good. Maybe I could tweak it a little more. Maybe I want it even a tiny bit thicker. Well, wider, really. It's only one polygon, but... Make sure that isn't clipping. Oh! Okay, wait a second. It's invisible when I render it. Flip. There we go. See, on this side it's all neat, but on this side it's just a little bit messed up. Actually, maybe I kind of want to move the tip down a little bit. Come on, move. Go up.
What's going on, So? Hi, So.
He doesn't want to come over here. I got him to glance at me and that was it. Here's the Shark Gauntlet music. Now I need to fix that so it's not so square looking at the end. Whoops, well that didn't help. There we go. Maybe I want that. You know what? Maybe I want one more polygon here. Oh. Oops, what am I doing? There we go. And then just put some kind of along the hairline like I did with the other one. Okay, let me... That took longer than I thought it would. That was very fiddly. I'm way behind on the chat now. The original looks like a knockoff Archer. That's too funny because I was... Looking at him right now, I don't think he looks that much like Archer, but earlier I was thinking about it and I'm like... Thought I remembered him looking like Archer. Hopefully he's not as dumb as Archer. Jigsaw, hello Rimmer, I'd like to play a game. You must choose between your own life and Lister's. Lister, great, you're putting my life in his hands. I might as well start writing my will then. Do you want parasites? Because this is how you get parasites. Shut up, Tara, stop being a bud is a phrase you do tend to use quite often during these streams. Put the bangs at the center of his forehead, make him look like tails. And he knows what walk out and treat mean, even if you spell them. Yup, I've had that happen. And he always responds with the adorable head tilt and puppy eyes that I love when dogs do. I adore it when dogs tilt their heads at you, usually with one ear raised. Yeah, that is really cute. Also, Odie thinks his little ball toys are big enough to play tug of war with. He prefers it to Fetch. As Fetch to Odie is just go get it. Yeah, we had a dog, a little fox terrier named Cujo, when I lived with my mom, and he used to you would throw a toy and he would go and fetch it and bring it to you, and then he would like want to play tug of war with it. We used to call it tug and fetch. I just looked it up, and it's because tilting their heads helps them pinpoint sounds easier. Yeah, I figured it was something like that. And even pick out certain words they know. It's also adorable when dogs present their belly for rubs. My cats do that too. Especially greyhounds because of their praying mantis legs. Yeah, I bet that does look odd. One of Odie's ears is higher on his head than the other, so he often has one perked up and the other perked down, and he has a habit of flopping his onto his head, making him look like a bat. Oh, I've never heard of a dog that didn't like belly rubs. Dina ASMR singing along to the soundtrack. It's funny because half the time I don't even realize I'm doing that. I still can't stop thinking about Seymour's can opener shaped bangs. I know the hair would be weird enough, just like, you know, sticking out like that, but then they had to do a weird... What would you even call it? It like folds back in on itself and it makes no fucking sense. That's why it reminds me of an anchor. Our family dogs love the rubs, but prefer you lead into it with the head scritches first. And we watch as Dina makes the adjustment to his hair. The tension is definitely palpable. Someone could throw up because it is just too much. Crichton's got hair. Every time I hear the Undercave's track, I always remember the failed attempts it took to beat the naughty asteroid before I finally managed to hit the last globe to go back forward through time. Yeah. Give him a Superman curl. Hi, Jackie. That's looking good. Thank you, Special Iron. Odie's favorite place to be scratched is on his neck. He'll start grinning and tapping his back leg. And being part pug, he'll start doing the pug teeth, if you know what I mean. I think I know what you mean. They like poke out. The Greys do their shivering mouth and clacking teeth when they're super happy. I need to get something on video. Tara does this every morning when she wants wet food, and sometimes she'll just do it randomly. But apparently, I never had a cat who did this before Tara, but you know how when cats, like, their tail vibrates? Male cats do this when they're spraying, but apparently cats just do it in general if they're really excited. Tara will do that so hard that it makes her legs move, and she'll do sort of a marching motion with her back legs while her tail shakes. And it's so cute. She does it every morning. I really need to get it on video. It's like the cutest thing. Oh no, if I come over here, you'll pick me up and try to make me talk to the flat, shiny thing, and I'm not stupid. Oh, Saul might think he's not stupid, but, he's kind of dumb. It's adorable, though. Odie's got a major begging for food problem, though, but he's cute, so we just put up with it. Occasionally just telling him to shut up as he will whine at you. Oh, God. Bruno is the typical dog who grabs a toy and goes, throw, no take, only throw. Or no take, only throw, yeah. I remember Seymour was always walking with two aides. I would be tempted to just tug on one of his hair things just to see his reaction. Okay, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I forgot to run an ad. Oh well. How are my cats? They're doing good. Currently, Sol is on the couch and Tara is on the bottom half of her carrier. I'm trying to get her used to her carrier, so I took the top half off, and it's got a nice fluffy pillow in there, and she's really grown to like it. I'll try putting the top back on and see if she still likes it. I need to do the same with Sol. Odie's tail has got a mind of its own. It wags when nothing is happening and uncurls itself when he's comfy or sleeping. That's cute. Yeah, I forgot the ad. Also, Odie gets jealous when you kiss around him and will try to get in on the action. Yeah, Cujo used to do that. He would get kind of aggressive, too. My cat would growl if you try to kiss her. Tara doesn't like my face getting too close to her face, so she'll kind of give me a warning snap if I do that. But I can straight up kiss Sol on the nose, and he doesn't care. Sol has no boundaries. Oh, sometimes if I do something he don't like, he'll kind of cry a little bit, but he mostly just puts up with whatever. Sometimes I think he's part ragdoll. That's a breed of cat, if you didn't know. Just waiting for Tara to pop up and start sabotaging things. You can actually hear the flush? That's weird. I wouldn't think it would be close enough. Also, like, no one's ever commented that before. So I assume people don't hear it. Yeah, Tara's asleep right now. Every time Dina goes to the bathroom during these streams, Lee misses the perfect opportunity to sneak in and draw a mustache on the guy. It's Salvador Dali. Or Wilford Brimley. Sadly, it seems Odie's a magnet for dogs to attack. Oh, that sucks. I've lost count how many times he's been attacked, so I can't blame him for disliking other dogs, really. He has a Jack Russell friend, though. I'm glad he has a friend, at least. Almost out of water. By the way, this has, the stuff I put in this is supposed to, it's sugar-free, and it's supposed to taste like, Starburst, and this is obviously the red one. I don't know if it tastes like it, because I don't eat Starburst a lot, but it's definitely the color of it. This is the cherry one. Drink mix, duh. I couldn't think of the term for drink mix. You can hear the flush. Oh my god. I feel weird about that. I don't know why. I didn't know you could hear that all this time. Unless maybe I had the door open just... Maybe I opened the door before I flushed this time. I don't know. Odie prefers human company. Yeah. That goes for a lot of pets. Sugar-free diet water. Something like that. I've heard a sink running once. That's a good thing. Okay. I have to do these separate so that it's not one big chunk. Okay, that didn't work. Make sure I got the right thing selected. What is happening? Okay, I must be doing the wrong... There it goes. Oh, there it goes. Oh, whoops, that was the wrong line. I don't know if I need that one. Wait, do I have the correct line now? Yeah, I do. Nope. Wrong angle. Come on. There we go. I can't hear the flush, but then I've never listened out for it. Everyone poops, but not everyone flushes. Well, that's true. Also known as water. Was that an error sound? I'm not sure which sound you mean. The weirdest time I've heard a flush was during an actual ASMR video. Took me right out of it because I couldn't stop giggling. That's like a running gag on All in the Family, that anytime someone is in the bathroom, you can hear the toilet flush from downstairs. And it's always at like a really awkward moment. Actually, oh, I'm not sure if I want to keep this one. Well, I'll try to make it work. If it doesn't, I can just delete it. Oh yeah, let me see if these are... They are not invisible. Good. I feel like this might look weird with this one being directly under this piece of hair, but I don't know. It might not. Looks like the start of Devil Horns. Oh yeah, that was the song that sounds like it has meowing in it. I wasn't fully paying attention. And also, this should probably stick out a little more. I think I want to turn that. Whoops. Oh wait, I want that a little longer, don't I? Oh, whoops. It got sort of turned around. Where's the... There we go. Ah, that looks wonky, I don't know. I'm doing this backwards. This one should be longer, this one should be shorter. whoops. Yeah. Turn. Oh, that looks totally wonky from the side. Okay, that works. Not quite sure how I feel about that being directly under that, but eh. Well, it's 4:43 already. I definitely did not get as far into this as I thought I would. I forgot I had so much fiddly work to do on the hair. Do 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 do. Unused music now. I kind of actually want these moved back over here a little more. And now, I'm now realizing this should probably be a lot longer. So it kind of matches with the other one I'm working on here. There we go. Last one. Ah. Just trying to rotate this thing and it didn't cooperate. Whoops, okay. Didn't mean to do that. I forgot I needed the... Accidentally cloned the vertices instead of the edge. Oh, wrong vertex again. Oh, man. There we go. Let me just make sure the hair is visible. It is. What was that? Whoops. I think the vertex is backwards. Where's flip? I said vertex, I meant a face. Face is backwards. Where, oh, there's flip. Oh wow, that changed the whole... Yeah, there we go. I didn't even realize that was the thing I did. There we go. I think that's looking pretty good. Maybe I'll tweak this area, bring it down even further, because he still kind of looks like he has gel in his hair, which isn't necessarily what I want. Okay, well, music's over. Let me just get caught up in the chat, which is probably going to take a minute, so I guess I'll start over the music. Meows and bangs and flushes, oh my. Here, I'll skip, I'll go straight to Abadox music. I guess it was a random sound only I heard. Yeah, maybe it came from your computer. Remember when during the quarantine, U.S. Supreme Court loudly flushed on Zoom in the middle of a hearing was probably that guy who likes beer. Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was pretty funny. That reminds me of the scene in Naked Gun when Frank Drebin goes to the toilet and he's still wearing his radio mic and everyone can hear him. Yeah, that was awful. TV tropes. Perky goth, she dresses in dark colors more often than not, is fascinated with very macabre subjects. Horror films, horror games, and My Little Pony each is spoken with the same amount of enthusiasm. Yeah, I remember reading that one on there. That guy nearly put me off beer for life, and I'm already not much of a drinker anymore anyway. Anyone remember that coffee advert with the out-of-nowhere jump scare zombies? Was that a coffee commercial? I do remember a jump scare. Yeah, I thought that was a car commercial, but maybe I'm thinking of a different one. Gotta love the Naked Gun. The post-credits gag for 2.5 had a similar flush gag, but with the president. I wonder who was writing the Dina and Lee TV tropes page. Yeah, I know of at least one person who used to add to it. My favorite bit in Naked Gun is the baseball game. Strike 3, and then he starts moonwalking. When he's posing at the opera singer, mangling the Star-Spangled Banner. Posing as the opera singer, mangling the Star-Spangled Banner. Fun with acronyms. In her less than enthusiastic film den of Catwoman, as Patience dons her Infamous cat suit. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you see no Catwoman in name only. Yeah, I remember that one. I occasionally go to my TV tropes page and see if anything was added. It's usually just the same stuff. Well, as usual, we keep distracting you with the chat, Dina. Yup. Pretty much all I did was fiddle with his hair this entire stream. There was an ad here years ago that started off with a woman in a power suit who didn't have time for cravings. She turned out to be a stripper who wore Nando's patches. Caused a bit of a stir. Female gay. Yeah, I know this one. Female gaze, much like her husband Lee. See male gaze below. Dina has no shame in appreciating how good-looking some of her characters are in her games, notably the men of Silent Hill. Yep. She manages to Photoshop Henry of Silent Hill for the room in a tuxedo. I really wonder what the plot of the third Echo game would have been if they had actually made it. I'm not talking about Defender of the Future, obviously. I tried to get him to, you know, when I met him at the, at that convention in, like, December, I tried to get him to tell me, but he didn't seem, I don't know if he had any, like, specific ideas. Maybe I didn't ask him directly enough. I don't remember what happened. Maybe he got distracted. I can't remember why he didn't really answer it. Dina's female gaze is very evident in They Live. Can you blame her? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Roddy Piper looked great in his prime. Well, she also drew a dolphin in a hand-painted leather jacket and dreadlocks in the cigarette. That's my favorite part. Yeah, of course. Those bangs almost look like thick pasta right now, but once fully rendered should look good. Yeah, they need texturing, of course. I wonder if they look a little too angular. Maybe I should add a little more detailing, but I don't know. Refine it is the term I'm thinking of. Just give him a Rachel hair and call it a day. That'd probably be difficult to model. That hair has a lot more character now. Thank you, yeah. I'm sure that's why I did it originally. I looked at it and went, eh, it looks too plain, so I added some bangs and that did it. Lieutenant Nazal is looking pretty chipper for someone who's about to fly into the gut of a giant meatball. Well, he doesn't know yet. Hi, Kivit. Hope I said that right. It looks a bit thin, looks good though. Which one? It's like he's got 3 nasty marks on his forehead. I'm not sure how. I've never had a single beer that I like the taste of. Yeah, I'm not a beer drinker either. I've tasted it a couple times. It just tastes awful to me. Closest thing to a beer I've ever liked was Fuzzy Navel, which is, it's made from peaches, but apparently it's a type of beer, but it tastes nothing like regular beer. I've heard it called peach flavored beer though, which sounds awful, but it's actually really good. It showed a card going down a road, it was all nice, and suddenly a zombie pops up and screams at you, and it cuts to the coffee they're supposedly advertising. Oh, okay. Yeah, I hadn't seen the full thing in a while. I thought it was a car commercial. Why coffee? That's totally random. Played with his hair all stream. Yeah, that's what I do men too. I did read once that Echo went to meet the Atlantean people wherever they went in time. Interesting. It just occurred to me if Echo actually did smoke, wouldn't the smoke come out of his blowhole? Yeah, good point. Can whales breathe through their mouth, like if they want to? I don't know. Yeah, a cigarette sticking out of his blowhole would be interesting. Nando's is a restaurant chain that sells Portuguese-style food. They're mostly known for their spicy chicken. Most British people love them, and I've seen a few visiting Americans that loved it. Ah, okay. He doesn't know. Hey, Nuzzle, we have a mission for you, and I think you'll agree it's a real doozy. The fringe / bangs just look a bit thin. Okay, in general, they all do. Okay. It looks good. I was just commenting. Yeah, well, of course, it's only like, you know, they're two-dimensional, so they're from certain angles, they're going to look really thin, but... They also have chains in Australia and New Zealand, as far as I know, in New Zealand anyway. Took me a while to get used to the taste of beer. I really like Foster's, though. I've heard of that. I prefer beer with character and not just a pee taste. Whoops! Ah, where'd he go? There we go. Excuse me. I'm getting heartburn now. Oh my god, I can't get that image of Echo with a cigarette sticking out of his blowhole out of my head now. Then again, I mostly just have soda, coffee, and tea before beer. Yeah. I like having a random drink and spiking it with vodka. Vodka goes well in almost anything. Orange juice, lemonade, soda. In fact, just last night I had lemonade with a little vodka in it. That's looking pretty good. I'm probably going to tweak it even a little more next time, but... Getting pretty close to being done with the hair, I think, at least until I have to... texture it. How does it look rendered? Out of curiosity. Yeah, like crap as always. Speaking of beer, that cider episode of My Little Pony was banned in the UK because cider is strictly alcohol in the UK. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I've heard that. There is no non-alcoholic cider. That's interesting. We barely nearly lost Nazal. Oh. Oh, man. Sorry, you guys. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Has to be alcoholic in My Little Pony. Like you said, no one gets this excited about apple juice. Well, that's true. Okay, Craig, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we can see the difference with the hair now. You've done pretty good. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, it's coming along. I never did get around to doing his mouth cavity and tongue and teeth, but that's gonna be like probably the last thing I do. Like, okay, everything else is done. Time to model the inside of his mouth. Speaking of vodka, I recently learned of a hot sauce brand called Swamp Dragon that uses liquor instead of vinegar, like vodka, bourbon, tequila, and rum. I ordered the rum variety. Sounds interesting. Oh my god. Why am I yawning so much? I got plenty of sleep last night, I think. Happy we are so entertaining. You're falling asleep, grumble grumble. Thanks, Flash. That model looks very distinguished now. Thank you, George. Yeah, I think the bangs helped a lot. Because, you know, I noticed the comic book characters are always drawn like that. The hair is always just a little bit. Even characters who are, like, really clean cut, like, the hair is always messed up just a little bit, just so it looks more interesting. That reminds me of a trope where characters are drinking what should be beer, but because it's a kid's show, foaming mugs of water. Oh, yeah! In Dragon Ball Z, it was, oh, I think they recolored it to blue or something. How many more parts do you reckon? I was just wondering that. Definitely one more. I'm gonna guess probably 2 with how slowly this one went. Because I'm gonna say 1 for the headset and 1 for the inside of the mouth, but we'll see. And maybe I'll do one more where I just tweak shit. I don't know, we'll see. And that's for modeling. As far as texturing, I'll probably create the texture on my own time just because I haven't done that in a while and it'll be a little daunting, but like maybe I'll let you guys watch me apply the texture. I don't know yet. We'll see. Or The Sims where it's juice. Imagine how his hair is going to look after Parasite is. Well, he is going to be wearing a helmet, so hopefully not too bad. He might get all sweaty, though. Yeah, I do want to tweak the shape of just this part sticking up, because maybe it's sticking up too far. I don't know yet. Maybe I'll lower it, but make it... lower it, but move it forward a little more. I don't know. We'll see. Hell, next... maybe I'll spend all next stream fiddling with the hair, too. You never know. Probably is something about Mary look. Looking at the guy's model makes me want to replay The Longest Journey. I don't think I know that one. I know the name, but... I'd like to see you applying the texture. Yeah. I figured you guys might get a kick out of that. Okay. Sweaty. You're worse than me, Artie. Though before The Sims used woohoo as a synonym for sex, the first game simply uses play, which amuses me to no end. That is pretty funny. Give him glasses and turn him into Millhouse. Okay, you guys, I've been putting off wrapping this up, but I think I'm going to do that now. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, I should be back. Yeah, well, I obviously don't have a job starting next week. I might be hearing back about a job next week, so we'll see how that goes. I did have a second job interview for a different position on Friday, or well, yesterday, so I suspect I'll be hearing about that sometime next week, but I don't know if it'll be Monday or not. But anyway, I got off track there. Thank you. That's when you get to the part I hate, UV mapping. I know, now that can be really fiddly. Well, it was fun watching you turn the hot dog part of Guardian Shark into his actual innards. Yeah, that was interesting for me too, because I had no idea what I was doing. I just kind of dove in, and it turned out pretty good. So anyway, yeah, as far as I know, I'll be back Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If that changes, I will let you guys know. Probably via Twitter. Have a lovely weekend and good luck with the job hunt. Thank you, George. So yeah, thanks for joining me, everybody. See you Monday, and have a good rest of your weekend. I hope they actually get you the work they keep telling you about. Tell me about it. Thank you. Okay, where is it? There it is. End stream. All right. Good night, everybody. Have a good rest of your weekend.